watching this video, chances are you're thinking about making a move into Austin's most famous zip code, 78704. And by the way, great choice. The neighborhoods in 78704 are consistently rated as some of the highest quality of living and some of the highest appreciation of all of Austin. Today's video, we're going to go over the architecture, the amenities, the unique characteristics of each of these neighborhoods, and the price point. In this video, we are going to go over the characteristics of the 8 unique neighborhoods that make up the 78704 zip code. Barton Hills, Zilker Park, Bouldin Creek, Travis Heights, St. Edwards, Dawson, Galindo, and the South Lamar District. By the end of the video, you will know what it feels like to live local in the 78704 zip code. Stay tuned. My name is Edie Embry, aka Edie Knows Austin, and my passion is helping people get what they want through real estate. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Living in the 04. In today's video, we are going to showcase each of the 8 pocket neighborhoods that comprise the 78704 zip code. We are going to show you the geographic boundaries, the distinctive character of each neighborhood, the architectural styles you'll find there, and finally, the median and entry-level price points. But before we get into the specifics of each unique pocket neighborhood, let's talk a little bit about what makes the overall area so popular and so compelling to so many people. 78704 is the zip code that put Austin on the map. When you think of famous Austin landmarks or iconic images of Austin, almost inevitably those are located in the 78704 zip code. Lady Bird Lake, Zilker Park, Barton Springs, the Congress Avenue Bat Bridge. Well, you get the idea. So we do know for sure 78704 is a great place to visit, but what's it like to actually live there? That's exactly what we're going to discuss in the upcoming video. The first individual neighborhood that I'm going to spotlight for you is Barton Hills, and I am a little biased because this is my home neighborhood, but Barton Hills truly is a special place, and the reason for its popularity, there's a number of reasons. First of all, it's very well located. You have easy access to all the major thoroughfares. You can just hop right on Mopac, Ben White, 360. And I mean, that is important with today's horrible traffic in Austin. So that's the first reason. But what really gets people jazzed about Barton Hills is that it runs alongside the Barton Creek Greenbelt. So you really have unprecedented, unbelievable access to nature while at the same time being so close to Austin's urban core. And that in itself is very unusual. But when the Greenbelt is full of water, when we get rain in Austin and the creeks fill up, it's so much fun to go back there and see people floating down the river, dogs out chasing sticks, people having picnics. So that's a very unique situation to have access, such a wonderful nature preserve. And then the other focal point of Barton Hills is the elementary school. And the elementary school is actually located in front of the Barton Hills Greenbelt too. There's an entrance to the Greenbelt right behind the elementary school, and you'll sometimes see school children back there studying in live nature. They do science classes back there, so that's very cool and unique. And the Barton Hills Elementary School is highly rated and also a gathering point for the community, so not just those with children, but the whole neighborhood takes advantage of the park where we have our traditional annual 4th of July parade. So Barton Hills is a tight-knit neighborhood. It's a true community. It has access to nature at the same time being so close to Austin's urban core. And that all those 3 things together make it a really special place. So the next neighborhood that we're going to spotlight is also west of Lamar, and that is Zilker. And Zilker is really well known. It's probably one of the most well-known neighborhoods because of its affiliation with its namesake, Zilker Park. And yes, in fact, it does run adjacent to Zilker Park. You can walk and bike to the park from Zilker neighborhood, which is a huge draw. You'll see people taking advantage of that for the ACL Festival, for the Trail of Lights. So it's a super convenient location. You can also walk to Barton Springs from there, and you can also walk to Austin's original restaurant row on Barton Springs Road. So the walkability in Zilker is fantastic. It's very close to downtown. Barton Springs Road actually runs through the neighborhood. The neighborhood was established in the 1940s, and it is an eclectic mix of old and new. They are very proud of their keeping it weird Austin culture in Zilker. You will see a lot of yard art. They also have a tradition of great Halloween tradition where they shut down one of their streets, Ford Street, and they turn it into basically a haunted house / trick-or-treating megaplex. And it's a lot of fun. The whole community gets involved in it. So Zilker has a strong community tradition. They also have their own elementary school, Zilker Elementary. Also highly rated, a gathering point for the community. They actually have tennis court and 2 playgrounds at Zilker Elementary. So Zilker is a very, very tight-knit community, popular neighborhood, great location, great proximity, great walkability. Let's take a little look at some of the homes in Zilker. So now that we've explored the neighborhoods west of Lamar, we're going to go ahead and cross to the east of Lamar. And first we're going to look at those 2 neighborhoods north of Old Torf. So first on our list is Bouldin Creek. Now, Bouldin Creek is probably the closest neighborhood to downtown Austin. It bumps right up along Auditorium Shores, highly desirable location. Also, incidentally, in Bouldin Creek are the 2 most Instagrammable murals in all of Austin, I would say. We've got our Welcome to Austin mural, and we've also got I Love You So Much mural. So that's a place that a lot of tourists are going to be familiar with, but the locals also love to get their picture in front of those murals as well. And then another fun thing about Bouldin is it has great walkability. Arguably, I'd say Bouldin is the most walkable neighborhood in all of Austin because you have access to the shops and restaurants along South Congress and the shops and restaurants along South First. And South First is a little bit less known. It's a little more local, a little funkier. You've got your South Austin food court. So Bouldin has a lot to offer. It's a vibrant neighborhood. Again, you're going to see some of that yard art. They're very proud of their peacocks in Bouldin. Sometimes you'll see peacocks wandering around the neighborhood. And very interesting architecture. In Bouldin, I would say, has the widest variety of really any neighborhood I've ever seen anywhere of architecture. You're going to see everything from shacks to million-dollar modern mansions. So let's take a look at some of the homes in Bouldin Creek. And Travis Heights and Bouldin Creek are divided by South Congress Avenue. Travis Heights is one of the city's most historic neighborhoods. In fact, in 2021, it was registered on the National Registry of Historic Neighborhoods for the whole country. So Travis Heights has a ton of history. There are some beautiful homes. They take pride in, most of the homes in Travis Heights will be restored before they'll be torn down. Now, one of the signature features of the homes in this neighborhood is the prominent front porch. So whether the home be a small little bungalow or a grand mansion, these homes all have the front porch. That was an important feature of the times, and so that's kind of a neat thing. You see a lot of people sitting out and visiting with one another. It makes for a friendly spot. There's a lot of sidewalks in the neighborhood, but the crown jewel of the neighborhood is Little and Big Stacy Parks, which are connected by the Bouldin Creek Greenbelt. And this is 6.75 acres of green space that runs through the middle of the neighborhood. It's a beautiful park. One end is Little Stacy Park and the other end is Big Stacy Park. Now, Little Stacy Park has a little wading pool. It's got a nice playground. It's very shady. And it even has tennis courts and a historic shelter house where they do concerts and events. Big Stacy Park features Big Stacy Pool, which is a natural spring water, which is one of the only natural pools that is actually heated in the wintertime. So you can swim at Big Stacy Pool year round. And then, of course, there's beautiful hiking between the 2 parks, the Big Stacy and the Little Stacy. So Travis Heights is a wonderful neighborhood. The residents of Travis Heights tend to stay there a long time. It's one of those neighborhoods that once you get in, you're probably never going to leave. Now, the reason I grouped these 3 neighborhoods, St. Ed's, Dawson, and Galindo together is they have a few things in common. Because they're south of Old Torf, all 3 of them you will enjoy a lower price point. On average, the homes south of Old Torf in 78704 will go for about 33% less than the homes north of Old Torf. So in other words, you could be looking at paying 66 cents on the dollar if you are willing to go south of Old Torf. Now, of course, it's a little bit further away from downtown, but still a great and convenient location. And one of the best and most beloved features of this group of neighborhoods is it is home to Austin's flagship HEB. And now if you've lived in Austin for any amount of time at all, you know that we love our HEB. And this particular HEB at Congress and Oldtorf is the original HEB for the whole city. And it's also under renovation right now. It's going to be the flagship location. And they're doing exciting things over there. It's going to feature a barbecue restaurant and some live music. It's going to be a very unique spot. So these three neighborhoods claim that HEB as their very own. So that's a big deal. And then the other thing that these three neighborhoods get to claim is the South Austin Rec Center, which is a huge community resource. People come to the South Austin Rec Center from all over the area. Right now, I mean, they have activities, they have classes, they have sports for all ages, for toddlers all the way up to seniors. The big thing that makes the South Austin Rec Center a hot commodity right now, it is the biggest resource for pickleball in the South Austin area. So pickleball is a really fun sport that's taken off, and there's a huge community of pickleballers here in the South Austin Rec Center. So that's a fun feature for those of you that want to connect with other people, maybe try something new. A great opportunity there at the South Austin Rec Center. And the final group of homes on our South Austin tour of pocket neighborhoods in 78704 is the South Lamar District. Now this swath of real estate spans from east of the railroad tracks, west of Lamar, south of Oldtorf, and north of Ben White. And much like its counterpart over there, this neighborhood also offers more affordable pricing. You're going to look at homes starting, again, about a third less than the homes in the more traditional neighborhoods. One of the unique features about this neighborhood is a hodgepodge of residential, commercial, and even a little bit of industrial. So the South Lamar section also happens to be home to some very well-known Austin businesses. It's home to the popular coffee shop Radio, where you can enjoy coffee, live music, and adult beverages. Most likely, if you go to have a coffee there, you will see someone you know. And then all along South Lamar, there's many restaurants, including Matt's El Rancho, the world-famous Broken Spoke, Amy's Ice Cream, Phil's Ice House. So there's a lot of opportunities for local dining. And then another unique feature of the South Lamar District is it's very transit friendly. This is where the Austin Metro transit lines, high frequency transit lines runs, the 803, which runs from South Lamar and Ben White all the way up to the Domain. So that's a unique opportunity to take advantage of public transportation if you are interested in that sort of thing. In my opinion, the South Lamar District is where you can find the most value for your dollar in all of 78704. This is a neighborhood that has access to restaurants, shopping, and bars. It has access to some of the best schools in the area, and it has affordable pricing with entry-level houses starting in the 600s and a median price point of $890. Go ahead and hit subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news in Austin and all the latest happenings in the 78704 zip code.